Hey guys, Mark from Gunpla Network here, and today I'm taking a look at a classic kit, or at least a classic in my eyes, because it's a 2007, which what makes it 10, 11 years old now. So maybe not so classic, but I love it. I love the design of this mech. So this video proudly sponsored by the guys at robocity.com.au. Lance and Mike, check them out. It's a amazing website. I love it. I spend a lot of time on there. Unfortunately for the wife, she's not too happy about that, but what can you do? All right, let's dive in. So HG Gundam OO kits. Obviously this is old, you know, not the latest and greatest, but time to time we like to try and pick up some of the older stuff. So, you know, bring it up and see if you like it and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Now, this is GN 002. It's actually number 3 in the HG lineup for the Gundam 00 series. It's the Gundam Dynames, Lock-on Stratus, the pilot, and I was a huge fan of this. I only saw Gundam 00 probably about 2 years ago. So I put it towards the end, and I loved it. It's, you know, it was all English. I could watch it. Not that I mind subtitles, but it was just different. I enjoyed the voice actors and the mechs. You know, the Gundams in this series, there was 4. You know, they separated out to close combat or close quarter combat, tactical fire support from a distance, heavy firepower. You know, a flight type that could switch between flight and close combat, so a bit of an all-range, medium-range type. And then there was also this guy, the long support type, the sniper, which was interesting because you don't see that many sniper mechs. At least, you know, one in every universe, but not heaps. So this was really cool to see this. Now, let's have a look around the box. So here we have, you've got the GN sniper rifle, in which you can actually zoom down, I guess, on the... You can zoom down by dropping the V-fin, which is a cool little gimmick to open up a more long distance looking camera, I get. There's a support hand. The sniper rifle can be held, it can be laid down on the ground with a stand. It's saying it's got some good waist and knee movement there in Japanese, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's really cool. To let you know that you can actually do some sniperish type things with this guy. You've also got the GN full shield, so the shoulder armor aren't actually wings, it's actually shielding. It's all in Japanese, unfortunately, guys. Kits that are older than the last couple of years don't really come with any English. Front skirt, GN drive, not drives but condensers in the arms and legs, showing you put on an action base, give it a flight type pose. Around the box, just standard information, HG 003 in the line. Originally a 1200 yen kit. I think I picked this up for about $22 Australian, $20 Australian. Yeah, definitely. I actually picked this up when I was at GBWC this year, so $20 Australian. But yeah, that's pretty reasonable price difference. Information about the pilot, Lock-on Stratus, about the Gundam itself, and GN 002, 18 meters tall, 59 tons, and some other Japanese that I can't understand. So, let's have a look. Okay, so there's some information about the Dynames, showing it sniping, camera open with the V-fin down, the rifle just on the sides without the shielding on it, and some information about the pilot, Lock-on Stratus. So, interestingly, in 00, if you've never seen it, or maybe only the first episode, they have all these cool sounding names. They're not actually their names. As soon as they enter Celestial Being, which are the private armed organization who run the Gundams and their intervention missions, you get given like a really cool code name like Setsuna FC, you know, Curios's, which is another one of my favorite Gundams in that series. I love them all, except for the heavy ones. They weren't really my favorites. So Curios is the flight type in the first season, and that's Allelia Haptism. Lock-on Stratus was the sniper pilot here, and you know, they were given these really cool names. I thought it was an interesting idea because in most series, your name is just your name. So these guys, because it's more militaristic, real world, you wouldn't want your identity getting out. So let's have a look inside. Ooh, opens up to a full kind of book here. So let's have a look. So there's your sniper mode. there's the GN full shield to shield you against bombardments. Laying down, your beam saber is inside the back skirt there, butt flap. Nice, it can hold a full sniper pose laying down, prone as well as kneeling. Nice. Just some information there about the camera, the sniper rifle, some more information I can't read. Oh, the orange ball, so you get Haros in this series, really cool. And then the front and the back. I was never a fan of the twin kind of condenser type thing in the butt flap, but what can you do? It's still alright. There's some information. Your painting guide. Unfortunately, being a HG, you won't get a figure. Alright, so let's have a look in here. Japanese, you have to translate all that, but it looks like pretty much we're going to use everything bar 2 polycaps, which is fine because this would be a kit that all the parts were made specifically for. Like I said, being a series where they designated a role to each of the Gundams, you would hope they mainly did the work and put in full usable kits with no spare parts. So it looks like we'll start up here, and we're making the chest, shoulders area, GN drives in the front, which are what powers the Gundams in this series, GN drives or solar reactors. So yep, move on to the head. Then we're going to move on to the sniper rifle. Those, what looks like tape, is actually the I guess like power energy transfer cables down the sides of the arms. So yep, next step will be the arms. Then we'll move on to putting the arms and head on. Okay, then we're going to move on to the feet. So you build 2 times feet as standard with most kits. Then on to the legs. Okay. Looking like pretty straightforward build, guys. This should be a nice one. Then legs, waist. Connect the legs and the waist. And then connect the Gundam together. Then we're going to work on the GN full shielding. And this is where it switches to color to show you how it all kind of fits together. So if you want it in its first form that you see it in, without the shielding, you just have the rifle on the side. Otherwise you can then connect the shielding on, which is a minor upgrade it receives later in the series. And there you go, with it on an action base. Alright, so it looks reasonably cool. Okay, so we'll start with the A runner. Oh, there's some polycaps up here in front. A runner, you've got some yellow, some white. That's interesting. So I did the RG X here obviously recently, and the GN drive obviously being an RG was separate, so it's all kind of built into that front and back piece you can see there. Interesting for the detailing. I'm going to get some stickers for that. Legs, arms, you can see some clear pieces, which is the front of the GN drive, and the GN condensers for the arms or legs. And there's a white stand for the gun by the look of it. Confusing, I would have thought it'd be black or grey, but that's right, we can just paint. Now we move on, we've got like frame coloured grey pieces, hands, we've got the rifle that you can see there. Awesome. So that's 2 runners and a polycap sheet there. And yeah, really low parts count on this one, guys. It's pretty much like 3 runners, polycaps, and some stickers. So that one is all you're gonna get. We'll just adjust my lights. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you can see the green. So this is all the armor parts, feet, the chest backing. Oh, there's the what looks like cables. I won't. They don't feel like the rubbery. No, they might be rubber. Maybe I have to paint those ones. And then you've got a really small sticker sheet which has some grey, some black, a metallic green one, and that's it. The eyes, I probably hardly use any of that. But really good. I cannot wait to build this, snap it up, and show you guys. So thank you very much for joining me for this, you know, little bit of a walk down memory road unboxing, I guess, for some of you. And a big thanks to the sponsors, Mike and Lance from Robo City. Alright guys, thanks very much for joining me, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.